There's a saying that life is a journey, and rightfully so. From the greatest men to the weakest, everyone goes through highs and lows. Each situation, choice, and second of life is like a small test. Every decision leads you in a certain direction. That's why it's crucial to learn to observe human life, to watch others and the decisions they've made that led them to this point in their lives. Learn from both the great men and the less experienced. There's a story about a sage. One day the sage was sitting under a tree and some people approached and sat next to him. They asked the sage a simple question: "How did you become so wise?" The sage turned, looked at them for a moment and replied, "Because I learned from fools, I observed their decision-making process and avoid doing things that got them into trouble." The same holds true for your life. Let every moment of your life be filled with observations. It's the easiest way to cut 10, 20, or even 30 years off your learning curve and put yourself ahead of the 99%. Remember that life is full of lessons. It's your duty as a man to remain a student throughout life. The moment you think you're a master and have learned enough is the moment you'll cease to grow. So what are some of the lessons and principles that men should learn? Lesson #1. Everything is temporary. Good moments and bad moments are temporary. When your life is going well, enjoy it to the fullest and be grateful. Similarly, when facing difficulties, stay calm and overcome them. Like a man, know that it's not the end of the world. Even the good days are temporary. No matter if you're a millionaire for your whole life, there will come a day when you'll need something beyond money. So never let your emotions overpower you. Stay strong and keep a clear head. Lesson to life isn't fair. It's no secret that we're all dealt different sets of cards. Some are born with a silver spoon, while others have nothing. You can complain and be angry at God or your family for not giving you things to move forward in life. But remember, the ultimate responsibility for creating a perfect life lies with you. The life you want is on the other side of the difficulties you avoid. It's like that saying, if you want to pursue happiness, start by pursuing discomfort. Stop waiting and start acting. Stop complaining and start doing. These are the foundations of masculinity. Lesson #3. The biggest risk is not taking risks. If you closely observe some of the most successful people out there, you'll see they took action to get somewhere. Anything worth having in life comes with some level of risk. For example, if you find a woman attractive and want to win her over, guess what? You need to approach her and start a conversation that can be intimidating for most men, and they give up the moment the woman walks past them. But whether it's dating or leaving your 9-to-5 job to start a more lucrative career, most things worth having in life come with risk. The choice is yours. Take the risk and lesson for the importance of being present. 50% of men tend to live in the future, while the other 50% tend to live in the past. These are dangerous places to live. While it's important to consider your future, be careful not to let it interfere with your present. There's nothing wrong with thinking about your future. In fact, it's one of the best ways to have a sense of direction. But don't live there. Let your thoughts about the future serve as a gentle reminder as you work in the present to achieve that lifestyle. The same goes for living in the past. Many men dwell in this fantasy world of the past, often saying things like, "Oh, I wish the good old days were back." When you do this, you become the very reason you can't live those good times. The only way to get back to the present is when you have a purpose to live each day like a man. Remember, without purpose, you'll wander like a mindless zombie living half in the future and half in the past. Lesson #5. Overthinking worsens things as we grow. We tend to overthink everything. You'll notice you get upset at every minor action of others. Maybe someone didn't say goodbye to you after work, and suddenly you feel they hate you. These things will slowly kill you from the inside, even if the other person had no ill intentions towards you. Stop giving attention to these thoughts, and more importantly, don't create imaginary situations in your mind. Remember, action is the antidote to overthinking. So whenever you find yourself sinking into that abyss of thoughts, Break the cycle through action. Lesson #6. Happiness is a choice. Happiness is a personal choice, and only you have the power to make yourself happy. Much of your happiness comes from within. You have control over your emotions, so don't expect someone else to make your life happy. In fact, that's a major reason most relationships fail. Each person enters the relationship with the expectation that the other will make them happy, but it never works unless you can make yourself happy first. This applies not just to relationships, but to every interaction in life. For instance, on a rainy day, one person might jump and be happy in the rain, while another curses God for such bad weather. So remember, happiness is a choice, a mindset you need to master every day. One of the best ways to develop this mindset is to disconnect from social media. Social media does a lot of harm. Despite being promoted as something that brings people closer, in reality, it often does the opposite, causing nothing but envy. Lesson #7. Do what you love and love what you do. Your work is a significant part of your life. Choose it wisely. Imagine a man who loves programming. Do you think he'd wake up one day and suddenly decide to work in civil projects, even if he was forced to? He wouldn't perform efficiently. So consider your time valuable, devoted only to developing skills that will propel your career. Many men waste 50% of their lives because they choose careers or skills their parents or friends like, but that they have no personal interest in. If you're not satisfied with the work niche you're in, you won't be satisfied with your career. This dissatisfaction will also spill over into many other aspects of your life. This is what we call investing in yourself. This should also be applied to your casual life. Engage only in activities that serve your purpose and mission. Lesson #8. Your mind is your best friend and worst enemy. The final and most important life lesson concerns your mind. You're the reason for everything happening in your life. You can't blame anyone else for your failures or weaknesses. 99% of the time, your thinking determines whether you're a winner or a loser. Train your mind to become your best friend, as it will be with you for the rest of your life. Every time you look in the mirror, your mind should endorse you as the best man, almost as if your mind looks at you as a role model. Become one with your mind so that it becomes your biggest fan and supporter. This is a secret trait of all successful men. So remember, brothers, life is a gift from God that you need to cherish every day. Keep being a student of life and keep learning, and be sure to implement these life lessons that most men learn late. I'm sure you won't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe my channel. Stay tuned and watch the videos that appear here. Until next time.